Hey y'all.
Welcome back to my channel. I said, hey.
Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jazmyn W, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. Listen, if you are here, it is not a mistake, so go ahead and subscribe. My videos be good, okay? Look at the comments. My videos be good.
They
As
do.
you guys can see, I'm in my living room, so I was like, let me just switch it up for y'all today because y'all tired of me being in that little corner. Y'all know I like to jump right in. But first, I must tell you that I have a podcast called Colored Couch Conversations where I sit down with a woman of color every week and we talk about, stuff that women of color, black women talk about when we on our couch or whatever. So go ahead and click below, subscribe to the podcast and listen to it. I also upload it to my YouTube channel here, but you can also listen on the go or at work, honey, when you at your desk on Apple, Spotify, or Google. So check it out. If you've listened to the podcast before, thank you so much. I would really love it if you leave a review for us. We have 5 stars on Apple, honey. So if you have a 5-star review, go ahead and leave it. And if it's anything less than 5 stars, honey, keep it to yourself.
Be quiet.
I'm so excited to be doing a show dedicated to, black couples and people of an older age finding love. So shout out to this show. I really love the idea. And this is episode 2. I've decided how I want to do this is I want to go through all of the cast members on the show. Yes, I want to give my opinion on everybody. The first thing that I noticed about this show, though,
What?
we are in Houston. I'm from Texas.
Dallas.
So if you don't like my opinions and my criticisms over the people from Houston, honey, mind your business, because I'm from Texas. This is my people. The first thing I will say is I really cannot stand the fact that, to me, all of the women have the same style, if that makes sense. Like, none of them had a style to me that stood out. You could have put all the women in a room and they could have traded dresses and nobody would have looked like they were out of place or had on the wrong outfit, if that makes sense. To me, it's like everybody wearing the same thing, honey. Bandage dresses, coral and pink.
That's it.
It's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being critical, but I guess this just goes back to women feeling like, I feel like a lot of times we're afraid to take risks or step out of our comfort zone when it comes to style. We're trying to just do what everybody else is doing. And just none of the girls had their own style. And I thought that was kind of whack or whatever. So, some of them didn't have no style.
Ooh.
Like Danny's dress looked like she had on something from Little House on the Prairie, child.
Denise.
Everybody looked cute, but nobody had any style. Maybe that's just me being picky, but that was my first impression of the group. As far as the men goes, some of them looked fine and some of them looked a hot ass mess. We already talked about how KJ or KG or whatever had a fuchsia suit on with no shirt.
A mess.
That is unacceptable, honey. You can't even go to a restaurant without, the show is not even, it's not even taped on the beach. What are we doing and why are we doing it?
Why?
The only thing I wrote down about men's style besides KG was I think black men completely invented the suit with a t-shirt style. And I actually kind of like that. I like when men wear like a suit jacket with a t-shirt because it's like, I'm just going to do a little bit for you, but I'm not going to do too much. So don't even get excited. So I'm going to start with KG. KG is the dude who didn't have no shirt on. I wish he would have gone home today, but he didn't.
Girl.
Because I don't want to see him no more, period. KG surprised me because he said he ready for a baby.
Oh, okay.
So that was pretty interesting. KG seemed like, a really chill guy, actually. And he actually seems like in some of the other shots that he does have his own sense of style. At least that's one thing I can say about him, even though I don't like it. KG shows more cleavage, honey, than all of the women combined. I can already tell. For as long as he is on the show, I am going to see his titties.
Well done.
Let me just mentally prepare myself for that. Other than that, he has a great smile, great skin. He looked tiny, like I could just pick him up and put him in my pocket.
Miniature.
But other than that, he seems fine. Moving on to Simone. Simone, to me, seems a little fun. I like the fact that she's blunt. She almost got voted off the show. I do think that she can be probably a little bit rude. But honey, so can I.
Girl.
As long as this is her and who she is, I don't mind that. I did feel bad for Raymond when she asked him if he went through his whole phase, and he said, yes, I did. And she said, I need some water. The actual theme for this episode is, I need some water, because that's what all the women said when they walked away from a dude because they didn't want to talk to them no more. She got thirsty, and not in a good way, honey. She said,
Dry.
Let me go ahead and step away from you. And she left him high and dry. Simone seems to really know what she wants. And if you know what you want and you all of that in a bag of chips, honey, why you single? So I think she actually needs to learn how to be a little bit more sweet, because sweet will attract more than salt. Or what's the thing people say in the South?
Y'all get it.
Let's move on to Raymond. Raymond is the guy with 5 kids who opened for Tank and Genuine. First of all, he's 70. Why is he? You're 70 years old. You probably should have settled down with one of your baby mamas, because they are the ones who would put up with you in your shit. Adriana was talking to him and really entertaining this man. Adriana, if you are 31 years old with 0 children and you are willing to entertain or even have a conversation with Raymond about a relationship, this might be your problem. Because Raymond is 20 years your senior. Raymond don't even have no teeth in the back.
Girls. Ooh. Yes, she did.
Being a musician pays well. Raymond looked like he's kept himself up, honey. Why you don't have no teeth on the side? Baby, you can't even order a steak. No, ma'am. I'm not feeling the number of children that he has, and I'm not feeling the way that he keeps up with his dental regime. Let's move to Adriana. Adriana actually went on a date with Milk Dud. Adriana went on a date with Rashid, and she said that she ghosted him. I don't have a problem with Adriana ghosted him. In fact, I'm glad she ghosted him, okay? But Rashid still seems to be very interested in her. Adriana seems really sweet. She seems like one of those girls who can get along with any of the guys. Raymond is the guy who had on a suit with a t-shirt.
Rashid.
Now, Raymond seemed eager, thirsty, dehydrated over somebody who ghosted him, Adriana. He talked about he in love. Okay, you can calm down, Raymond. Please calm down, honey. Y'all ain't even talked about nothing. She said, yeah, I want somebody, who we can communicate with. That was Raymond. Boy, if you don't... Or that was Rashid, my bad. Rashid, you can calm all the way down, Negro, please.
Not Negro.
What cracked me up, though, was when Rashid was talking to Denise. And Denise said, a fly got in her champagne. And he was like, oh. And she was like, oh, I gotta go get another one. And then she went over to the table. She was like, I guess I gotta get my own drink. I was like, how would Rashid know that you wanted him to get you another one? Like, okay, Denise, you weren't feeling Rashid, but why you got an attitude with him? And then he handed her drink off like,
girl, take this.
Girl, bye. And I kind of don't blame him, because Denise kind of had a bad attitude. It was very weird, her personality, because she's like, I'm 5'10" and I have an attitude that's 5'10". And then when Rashid was like talking about himself in a way where he had confidence, she said he was too cocky. Well, you just said you were cocky. What's the problem?
Right.
Don't you like somebody with confidence because you have confidence on 5'10", and he looked like he about 6'2", so his confidence is on 6'2". What's the problem with you? I said that Denise, she looks like she's really in shape. She's fit. She's an athlete. She's an Olympian, but her attitude is also too strong. That's what I wrote down.
Strong as hell.
Okay. I think it was also Rashid that said he's an luxury automotive broker. Boy, you a car salesman. Just say I sell cars. I sell cars. I am a luxury automotive broker. Boy, you sell cars right on the lot. Alexandria seemed very sweet. I kind of like her personality. She's one of the quieter women on the show, so I'm interested to see, her personality a little bit more. Alicia.
Girl, she looked like she'll beat your ass.
Alicia has a lot of confidence. Good for her. Good for her. I think that she could calm down just a tad. Anthony, the guy with the locks, he didn't get much love, much airtime during the show. we will be seeing him take his shirt off in future episodes. So we'll see what happens with that. Brian, I don't know what it is about his face. Just something about his face I don't trust. David is the country guy. He keeps saying that he's country. I thought it was really funny when David said that Simone was beautiful, but her conversation was trash. One thing I don't like about guys who are very country and just proclaim that, it's kind of like, okay, you country and you live in the city now. Oh, I'm just a country boy. Grow up.
Please.
Edwin is a chef. So, you know, he seemed like he had a really good personality. He seemed to click with a few of the ladies, which was great. Jay and Joy really seemed to hit it off. Jay really liked Joy and Joy liked him. It looks like he will be kissing her on the neck in future episodes. So they actually looked so good together. Now, Kalfani, it looks like Denise was very interested in Kalfani, but Alicia was also very interested in Kalfani. So I'll be interested to see how this plays out. It looks like Denise might lose out on him because he is cuddled up with Adriana at some point in the next episode. So we'll see what happens there. Nyaya. So Nyaya is the hairstylist. From the very first episode, I really liked her personality. And I liked her on this episode too. She's very cute, very sweet, seems very fun. Now, Winter. Winter is the girl with the orange dress and the blonde hair. Winter's body is banging, okay? And she has a very cute face and everything. She's very cute. I didn't really like the fact that Winter took her shoes off 5 minutes into the episode. If you coming on a show like this, or if you're even going on a date, you have to wear comfortable shoes. You have to pull out a chunky heel. We ain't 20 no more, okay? Pull out your chunky heel, honey. If you must, pull out a wedge.
Period.
I hate wedges. I don't own a wedge in sight, honey. But if you must, pull a wedge out, baby. Don't be taking your shoes off and walking on the concrete. Nyaya and KG put their feet on the grass to connect with the earth. When black people be trying to sound deep, yeah, you know, the microorganisms, you know. I felt that molecular energy in my legs when I walk in the grass. Just say you want to connect with the grass with your feet, or, you know, feel playful like a child, honey. Don't be trying to use all these big words that you don't even know what you're talking about at this point. Yeah, I didn't like the fact that Winter took her shoes off immediately. Girl, put your shoes back on. We ain't at the beach. And then finally, before we get to the eliminated couple, I will say Shay. Shay was talking to Sam, and she said, I need some water. From now on, whenever you don't want to talk to somebody who you find yourself in a conversation with, go start looking for some water. Say, oh my God, I need some water.
Act dehydrated.
Whew. Speaking of needing water, Shay was talking to Sam. He's socially awkward. He doesn't know how to make conversation. This is not the right environment for him. When he was talking to Alexandria, he made no eye contact with her at all. He was looking straight ahead talking to her. Honey, I'm over here. He said his mom raised him to be a prince. Oh, my prince, but when will I be a king? You be a king when your daddy died, like in The Lion King. I don't know, what are you confused about? Babe, you need to literally work on your dating skills. This is why you're single. I was like, well, he obviously did something right at some point. He has 2 kids. And my mom was like, you can get 2 kids anywhere.
True.
I wasn't surprised that he was eliminated. He was over in the corner talking to his damn self. Sam, what are you doing? I really don't know what Sam was doing, honey. He needed to go home tonight, so I'm glad he did. And then last, Danielle went home. Danielle was gorgeous. She was wearing that green dress, honey. She was fun to talk to. She had a great personality. She was beautiful, and she went home? Because y'all said she's just a friend, and y'all said she's just a friend, so she went home? Lord, I do not understand men. She's sexy, she's beautiful, she has 1 full-grown daughter, which means she has no kids at home, and y'all sent her home because she's like the homie. I would love to hear from men what it is about that homie vibe that makes you want to not connect with a woman or get to know her more. That's what you want in a relationship, somebody who is your friend first. Martin Lawrence said it. Martin said, I said we got to be friends first. Y'all don't remember that episode? Listen, I am confused, but I am excited to see how these relationships develop. Okay, y'all, as always, comment below because I want to know your thoughts. If you're still here, you want to be here, so go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you love everything that I do, you will love more if you follow me on Instagram. So check it out, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.